9 modern action movies that will be classics one day. From Star Wars to Terminator, action classics never fade. But which movies made in the last 20 years are worthy of that same title? Buckle up, our list is locked and loaded. We also have a number 1 pick you simply cannot deny. Chapter 9, The Raid: Redemption, 2011. For our first pick, coming in at number 9 is one of the most brutally inventive action movies ever made. Before movies like John Wick stepped in, there was The Raid: Redemption. Made on a shoestring budget in Indonesia, the movie is 101 minutes of pure close quarters combat. The action here is just different. It's not about big explosions or fancy camera tricks. It's about a martial art called silat. Every punch, kick, and blade strike feels real. It's visceral. You're not just watching the fights, you're feeling them. And this movie's success on the world stage showed Hollywood that you don't need a $100 million budget to make a legendary action movie. You just need some good ideas and a whole lot of talented stuntmen. In fact, many of the techniques and the raw kinetic style of combat from The Raid went on to directly influence a lot of Western action movies. It's a movie that proved great action can come from anywhere, and for that alone, it's a modern classic. Chapter 8, Deadpool. The next movie is one that absolutely nobody thought would work. The Deadpool movie showed studios that the traditional superhero formula wasn't the only way to make a superhero movie. In an era where most superhero flicks were getting a little predictable, Deadpool's unapologetic R rating allowed filmmakers to take creative risks and fully embrace the character's offensive and often hilarious nature. This movie is a comedic triumph wrapped in a bloody action film. The jokes are relentless, the humor is crude, and the action is top-notch. It gives us a new kind of action hero, one who is likely to crack a dirty joke as he is to slice a bad guy in half with a sword. And a huge part of that success is, of course, due to Ryan Reynolds. He wasn't just able to nail Deadpool's sarcastic, humorous side, but he also found the heart and fear underneath the mask. It's a performance that makes you care about the character even when he's being a complete jerk. The movie's R rating wasn't just for shock value. It proved that taking a risk could lead to massive success, paving the way for other studios to try new things. For that, it's not just a classic, it's a game changer. Number 7, Skyfall. For this next one, we're taking you back to one of the most legendary action franchises in movie history, but with an exhilarating twist. Skyfall isn't just any James Bond movie. It's a genre-redefining landmark that breathes new life into a character who has captivated audiences for decades. The movie is a cinematic spectacle fusing breathtaking visuals with a storyline that hits you right in the feels. The action sequences? Absolutely mind-blowing. Think of that heart-pounding opening train chase and the mesmerizing silhouette showdown in the Shanghai skyscraper. Skyfall delivers a gripping exploration of James Bond himself, delving into his past, searching for his purpose, and grappling with what it means for a timeless hero to confront his own mortality in today's world. The movie's critical and commercial success was nothing short of phenomenal, raking in over $1 billion globally and snagging 2 Academy Awards. It's a movie worthy of a classic status in every sense. Chapter 6, Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. If you loved the mind-bending world of dreams in Inception, then you'll equally appreciate one that bridges reality, time, and the multiverse onto one collapsed line controlled from a laundromat. I'm talking about Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. This is an action movie like no other. The action is choreographed brilliantly, but it's also completely absurd. We've got fights using fanny packs, bagels that can destroy the universe, and a hot dog finger universe that you have to see to believe. But underneath all the beautiful chaos is a genuinely emotional story about a mother and her daughter. It proved that a movie could be wildly creative, deeply emotional, and a comedic masterpiece all at once. The fact that it went on to sweep the Academy Awards shows that it truly transcended the genre. It's a movie that everyone will be talking about for decades, and that's a guarantee.
We also ranked ultimate one-man armies. Can anyone beat John Wick? Let's find out.
Chapter 5, Mad Max Fury Road. Already halfway down, and the fun hasn't slowed down one bit. The next movie prides in relentless excitement. From the very first frame, you're thrown into a relentless, heart-pounding 2-hour chase that never hits the brakes. Mad Max Fury Road is brilliant and tribute to classic filmmaking done right. Director George Miller crafted a cinematic gem that minimizes CGI, resulting in a jaw-dropping visual experience like no other. The car crashes, the explosive action, the jaw-dropping stunts, they're all real, and you can practically feel the adrenaline coursing through your veins. The film brilliantly demonstrates that you don't need digital effects to create cinematic wonders. All you need is a sprawling desert, an arsenal of souped-up vehicles, and an utterly audacious vision. Mad Max is a testament to what an action movie can become when driven by pure, unfiltered visual storytelling. It's definitely a soon-to-be classic. Before we run down through the top 4, we want to hear from you, the audience. What's your favorite modern action movie? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Chapter 4, John Wick.
It's John Wick.
If you were to ask someone to name a modern action movie with guns, chances are 9 out of 10 people would pick John Wick. This movie and this electrifying franchise is ignited, left an impact on everyone who saw it. We just couldn't get enough of the action. At its core, John Wick is that movie that makes you want to know who the next villain is, or at least the next target. Its most thrilling effect on anyone is the name it leaves in your mind, Baba Yaga. Forget shaky cam, blink and you miss it action. These are lengthy, meticulously choreographed sequences that allow you to relish every punch, kick, and jaw-dropping headshot. One striking fact about the Wick franchise is that every character carries a meaning. Every fight could be his last, but he always survives. John Wick crafts a captivating universe with its own set of rules, currency, and an assassin's code that keeps you on the edge of your seat. Today, the term John Wick level action is a badge of honor in the industry, and that's the mark of a true classic. Chapter 3, The Dark Knight.
Come on, help me.
Before there was John Wick, there were superhero movies. Back in the day, these were often dismissed as mere kid stuff. Then came The Dark Knight, which took the lid off everything we thought we knew about the genre. This wasn't just any superhero flick. It was an epic crime saga drenched in grit and intensity, featuring a brooding hero in a batsuit. But let's talk about the star of the show, Heath Ledger's jaw-dropping performance as the Joker. Seriously, it's one of the most terrifying, wild, and iconic portrayals we've ever seen in cinema. The movie takes away sentiment, doesn't follow the good guy always gets the girl attitude, and shows just how powerful the darkness can be if we permit it. The Dark Knight challenges us to examine how we respond when chaos reigns, sometimes in heroic ways, but often in darker, more unsettling ones. Batman had to embrace a villainous role to save Gotham, shattering the typical superhero narrative. This daring, thought-provoking approach not only earned rave reviews, but also cemented its place in pop culture history. It's a legendary movie that forever changed the game.
Support the channel by liking and subscribing. It helps more than you think.
Chapter 2, Inception.
I think I found a way home.
For those of us who are dreamers, your dreams would probably multiply by 2,000% after seeing Inception, a movie that bathes you in a world of ideas and reality, but deep within the unconscious state. It took the high-stakes thrills of a heist film and married them with a surreal, gravity-defying sci-fi concept. Instead of breaking into a bank, the team has to break into a person's subconscious to plant an idea. It's a crazy concept, but Nolan makes it work. The action sequences in this movie are some of the most memorable ever put to screen. We've got zero-gravity fistfights in a rotating hallway, city blocks folding over on themselves, and an emotional ending that leaves you speechless. This movie's influence is clear too. Several filmmakers have tried to replicate its mix of big ideas and even bigger action. The movie is just a work of stunning beauty, and we're still talking about that spinning top years later, which is the mark of a true classic. Chapter 1, Avengers Endgame.
Some do. The malice.
Okay, maybe it's a bias, but no modern day action movie comes close to the experience that Avengers Endgame leaves us with. With an end to 7 solid years of action as a team of heroes. This isn't just any mere action movie. It's a monumental and global phenomenon. Every single minute of its 3-hour runtime is packed with exhilaration as it beautifully wraps up a saga that spanned 22 movies. The box office numbers? Off the charts. Endgame rapidly climbed to become the highest grossing film of all time, a title it kept for years. But what truly makes the movie legendary is the undeniable connection it formed with fans and its flawless finale. Who could forget the electrifying portal scene? It's an unforgettable moment packed with heroes from every corner of the MCU arriving for that colossal final battle, a moment that fans had eagerly anticipated. And let me tell you, it did not disappoint. What's absolutely brilliant about Endgame is its dual nature as both a grand finale and a new beginning. It wraps up the Infinity Saga with a satisfying conclusion to the Thanos storyline while expertly setting the stage for the new, exciting chapter in the MCU. Characters like Steve Rogers and Iron Man took a bow, but this time for the last time. There was no more Black Widow, no more Vision. And how did they go out? Showing the world the meaning of sacrifice, of will, and the power of redemption. Projects like Spider-Man, Far From Home, WandaVision, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and many more MCU movies owe their beginnings to this masterpiece. It's the ultimate team-up film, a shimmering testament to long-form storytelling, and a cinematic experience that united fans across the globe in a way that we may never see again. There you have it, our top 9 movies that'll forever be remembered for the next generation. But who knows, in 20 years, you might be yelling at us for missing your favorite. Until then, don't miss our countdown of 7 blockbuster scenes so good, they outshine the movies they're in.